Yo, what's good, YouTube? We back in this bitch today with another banger. I told you back-to-back videos. This shit don't stop. We gonna keep getting it and keep putting this shit out. What we riding with today? We watching motherfucking when gangsters start raiding the suburbs. Let's see what they talking about. The hell going on here, y'all? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on here? Damn. Drop my cigar.
Columbus, Ohio is probably as American as you can get,
that's
to
like
the point
30
that big
minutes away
fast
from
food
me.
chains use it to test new
Ohio, they
products
be
like a
wildin'
nuclear
out
test
there.
site. It is the last place you expect to see major gang violence, especially in the suburbs. But today we're talking about something that caught a lot of people off guard between 2021 and now.
This is body camera footage from the Columbus Police Gang Unit's roundup earlier this month. The 16 men are facing a range of charges, from drug trafficking to attempted murder. Sergeant Sean Gruber says they also seized 56 firearms, large amounts of drugs, and more than $150,000.
How
Damn.
gang violence and car theft rings ended up turning some of Columbus's nicest
That's crazy.
suburbs into straight-up hotspots. We're talking Polaris,
I ain't know
Easton,
Ohio
and
get
Dublin, which,
busy
if you've
like
ever
that,
been there, you'd
damn.
know are places where soccer moms
That's
go
so close
outlet
to me.
shopping on a Wednesday afternoon. But gangsters in Columbus realized they'd make a lot more money raiding rich parts instead of their own hoods. And that's exactly what's been going down. The story behind this shit is honestly wild.
Put your hands up! Man up! Get back! Get back!
If we can get another cruiser up here, please. He's probably gonna jump over that fence.
Let me start with the gang that really put this whole situation on the map. BL 800. Now, when Columbus police started investigating this crew back in 2021, they realized
fuck
pretty
is
quickly
these
that these
people?
weren't your
BL
typical
800 is
street
crazy.
dudes.
They be
Detective
making up
Eric
all types of
Claus,
names.
who was leading the investigation, said something that really stood out. They weren't the traditional drug dealer and operating a trap house street gang. In fact, they were so violent that other drug dealers wouldn't deal with them. That's how Columbus gangs had been operating for years, a lot of death and not much money. BL 800 was founded on the 800 block of Wedgwood Drive on Columbus's west side, specifically around the Wedgwood apartments, before spreading to the South Park apartments in South Franklin. According to police, Wedgwood was traditionally the most violent area in the entire city. They were getting double the amount of ShotSpotter alerts compared to anywhere else. But here's where it gets interesting for the suburbs. BL 800 wasn't just staying in their territory. Detective Claus explained their whole operation. They would mount up in cars full of guys and go to Easton, Tuttle, Polaris, and they would go through and try car handles. The raids started in 2021, during the COVID era, where the violence in Columbus almost doubled. BL 800 crews were rolling deep into shopping areas and hitting every car in the parking lot looking for unlocked doors. Guns, cash, whatever they could grab. By February 2024, police had arrested 21 members of BL 800, with 13 already convicted. They've continued making arrests since then, and violent crime at Wedgwood has dropped 40% after the crackdown, but the damage to those suburban areas can still be felt today. If you want to understand
Yo, they said that shit dropped down 41%. That shit was crazy. They was robbing all the nice rich people out there. Like, what? I could have been one of them people you come running up in my house, but I'm gonna hit your ass with that Drake. Put your ass in the box where you belong. Like, that's just stupid. Like, go get a fucking job. What, you gonna steal a TV and sell it for $200 at the barber shop? Like, what?
Stop it. Get some help.
That's what they need to do out there, bro. Ohio, I gotta do better.
how crazy things got, just look at what happened at Polaris Fashion Place in March 2021. This mall saw 2 separate shootings in just 12 days. The first one went down on March 3rd around 12:30 in the afternoon inside a Oshkosh Bagosh store. Imagine seeing your op at a baby clothes store in a soccer mom hangout spot. It was a domestic dispute between Levon Somerville and Anthony Truss. Somerville fired at Truss at close range inside the store, then Truss followed him out into the mall and returned fire. People were shopping for kids' clothes in the middle of the day, and suddenly there's a shootout happening. Both dudes eventually fled to Georgia, got arrested, and ended up with sentences ranging from 11 to 17 years.
Macy's. They entered the store, guns drawn, sticking together, eventually making their way into the main mall where you can see and hear them looking for possible victims and suspects.
These niggas had a shootout in Polish. Like, what? All them random ass people, and then they just seen each other. Oh, we just gonna have a motherfucking shootout.
Dummy, yeah.
We just gonna have a fucking shootout in the middle of the mall. Like, what? I couldn't have been in there. I would have been running like crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, I wouldn't have played tough. The first, soon I heard them arguing, I would have been getting up out of there.
While also hearing about others in the mall hiding.
Tired of having to stream in 720p in StreamYard or having to pay more to get 1080p quality? We got you. Start using EV.
Before anyone could even process that shooting, it happened again. March 15th, just 12 days later, around 3:15 p.m.
Here we go again.
Shooting at the mall again. 3:19, police cars begin making their way.
Make sure you lock it.
Columbus police officers first search the second floor.
Second floor in front of Victoria's Secret.
Did you see anything, ma'am?
Stopping anyone they spot walking around.
You guys see anything?
I heard the shooting happened lower level center court over by White House Black Market. We've had nothing up here. I've been up here since it happened.
Did you hear anything about a male black with a yellow sweater?
I've not heard any suspect description, sir, no.
They're looking for the individuals in these new pictures released Wednesday night.
This time it was a confrontation between two groups of young people that escalated in a first-floor atrium area. Arshad Jameer Lawson fired multiple shots. One bullet even grazed someone's arm. Lawson ended up getting 11 to 15 years in prison. The response from regular people at the mall was telling. Sue Neagle and Linda Jones, two women who walk the mall 3 times a week for exercise, told reporters they were worried. "Should I come back at night?" one of them asked. That's the kind of area Polaris is, if you couldn't already tell. The shootings didn't stop there either. On March 11, 2022, Jonathan Myers took to the busy I-71 passing in North Polaris and started shooting random cars in passing lanes. Myers had drug charges out against him, and when cops pulled up, he shot at them too till the cops gunned him down. Myers survived, though, and was arrested at the scene. Then there was the Topgolf incident in February 2023. Davin Rayford, a 28-year-old who was on supervised release for a drug charges out against him, and when cops took to the busy I-71 passing in North Polaris and started shooting random cars in passing lanes. Myers had drug charges out against him, and when cops pulled up, he shot at them too till the cops gunned him down. Myers survived, though, and was arrested at the scene.
You don't look crazy. He looked like he got plenty of sense. He knew what the fuck he was doing. He must have had somebody trying to kill him. He just wanted to go to jail for safety. He just threw his life away, or maybe he was high off fentanyl. Cause what the fuck, he should have went and got some what, y'all? Some motherfucking.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's what he need. He need more than help. Like, what the fuck be wrong with these people? Ohio, y'all shot out.
Then there was the Topgolf incident in February 2023. Davin Rayford, a 28-year-old who was on supervised release for a robbery charge, got into an altercation while there, went to his car, grabbed a Glock 9 and started firing at his rival in the parking lot, which was full of other customers just trying to enjoy their day. He ran, and the next day got wasted in a car with 5 Gs and dealer-level drugs, and crashed. It couldn't be more comically worse for Rayford, who got 10 years in federal prison. Fast forward to July 9th, 2025, and you've got 19-year-old Elijah Roberts catching an aggravated murder charge after allegedly shooting 26-year-old Joseph Suter near the Target on Polaris Parkway. Police said it stemmed from a drug deal that afternoon. Police then learned that Roberts and his friends Ali Mustaf Muhammad and Michael Bernard Cheney attempted to rob Suter before shooting him. Suter got shot outside an apartment building behind the Polaris Target, leapt in his car, crashed into some trees, and died at the scene. The violence wasn't just concentrated at Polaris. Over in Dublin, at the Tuttle Crossing Mall, things were getting just as wild. Tuttle Mall used to be a pretty popular spot a few decades back, but it's died since then, and partly because of gang activity. In October 2019, Scene 75 Entertainment Center, this big arcade and entertainment spot, became the location of a massive gang fight. Members of a gang called Everything King Turk rolled up and attacked a rival gang inside the venue. EKT formed around 2015 as a subset of the Crips called the Windsor Terrace Posse, who formed at the Windsor Terrace homes in Dayton, Ohio.
They're attacking staff at the second floor.
Bro, wait. Why the fuck each one of these clips y'all is at in public shooting at each other? Y'all couldn't just go meet up in a field somewhere and just have a war? Like, y'all could have went out to the country, out to the outskirts, and had a whole shootout. Why y'all gotta shoot where innocent people at, little kids? Y'all some fucking goofies, bruh. Some real life fucking goofies, bruh. Like, what the fuck be wrong with y'all? Y'all some fucking dummies. Like, this shit be pissing me off.
Right now,
Oh, God.
Escalating.
How many people are fighting?
At least it's like 6, 7 on 1, 2.
The two EKT members who rolled up, Sean Gardner Jr. and Jermaine Lamar Lathan, ended up convicted on charges including participating in a criminal gang, aggravated riot, and inducing panic. Then in June 2022, Tuttle saw an even deadlier incident. Tyrone Gray Jr. got into an argument with Dentarius Sylvester at the Soul Stop shoe store. According to Gray's own 911 call, Sylvester hit him with a purse, and Gray responded by pulling out a gun and shooting him multiple times. Sylvester died at the scene. James Berry, who was shopping for shoes when it happened, said he saw a man get shot in the head, and then everyone just started running over each other trying to escape. It was the middle of the afternoon on a Sunday. After the shooting, stores went on lockdown, and the whole mall basically shut down for a bit. Beyond the shootings, the car theft situation in Polaris, Ohio is probably the worst part. In July 2025, about 40 trucks got hit during the Good Guys Summit Racing Car Show at a Hilton near Polaris. These were people from Michigan, Detroit, all over Ohio coming down for a car show, and they woke up to smashed windows and stolen property. What's crazy is, it happened 2 nights in a row. The first night, 17 trucks got broken into. The second night, another 10. And this is with security supposedly patrolling the parking lots. Victims said the thieves were specifically looking for guns, leaving behind laptops and other valuables. The whole incident left people questioning whether they'd ever bring their vehicles back to Columbus. These were,
in my honest opinion, fuck Columbus. I would never go there. That is ridiculous. That hotel sucked. They let people break in people's cars for 2 weeks straight. Y'all ain't put no cameras out there, no extra security, no nothing. And then y'all ain't replacing nothing in nobody's vehicle. No windows or nothing. If they ain't got insurance, they fucked. Like, come on, man. I would have been mad. I would have been pissed.
dedicated car enthusiasts who'd been coming to this show for years, and now they're saying they won't return because of the crime. And it wasn't just random thieves. In January 2025, 2 teens with extensive criminal histories, including violent felonies, got caught near Polaris after stealing multiple vehicles. One of them fled in a second stolen car after the first one was spotted. So what does all this mean? Well, Detective Claus explained it pretty clearly when talking about the BL 800 arrests. It makes a gigantic difference. That same guy is breaking into your car at Tuttle Mall. The same guy is breaking into your car at Easton or Polaris. The gang members operating out of Wedgwood and South Park weren't staying in their neighborhoods. They were taking the violence and the theft operations to the suburbs because that's where the money was. Easier targets, more valuable cars, and people who might not be as alert to what's going on. Columbus police have been working hard to crack down on it. By 2024, they'd arrested 69 gang members overall, recovered 122 firearms, and made 177 felony arrests. The 40% reduction in violent crime at Wedgwood shows the efforts are working. But the impact on places like Polaris, Tuttle, and Easton has been real. The reality is that gang violence and organized theft don't respect neighborhood boundaries or zip codes. When crews like BL 800 decide the suburbs are their target, it affects everyone, including the gangsters themselves, who are now facing prison time for the car break-ins. That's the situation with gang violence in suburban Columbus. It caught a lot of people by surprise, but the receipts are there.
Columbus,
multiple
man.
shootings, dozens of arrests.
Like, it's insane the amount of shootings they had involving younger people. Like, ain't no way. I ain't throwing my life away. When I was 16, bro, I was outside cutting grass, getting some money to, I don't know, to go on a date, go to the movies and some shit. Man, I'm eating these chips, y'all. These bitches so fire. Excuse me. But like, y'all gotta do better, bro. This young generation, bro, these old niggas gotta show these young niggas the way. Even if niggas don't want to hear it. Like, these parents gotta step up and be parents. Y'all niggas to be wilding out this bitch for nothing, though. For nothing. Life's so sweet when you get you some legal money.
And hundreds of car break-ins. It's a reminder that
So
nowhere is
free.
automatically
Go anywhere
safe
you
just
want,
because of where it's
anytime,
located on a
whenever
map.
the fuck
The
you
crime
feel
spree in
like it.
Polaris has slightly calmed
Like,
down, but not by much. The car thefts are still sky high. Between March and April 12th of 2022, 47 cars in Polaris were broken into or stolen, with stolen cars being used later for other car break-ins. Stay safe out there, y'all, and maybe double check that your car doors are locked the next time you hit up Polaris.
y'all have y'all a good day, man. I'm out. Y'all enjoy y'all afternoon, good morning, whatever you watching this video, bro. Have a good day. Peace.